Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and this is my review of the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Space Venom Wave figures of Electro and the Hobgoblin. Now these are two classic Spider-Man villains that I think are done really well, especially Electro, because I never really cared about Electro. And I really didn't care about his goofy looking stupid mask. It looked like a zigzaggy starfish, but somehow they made this just ridiculously awesome that I actually like it. I don't know how they pulled it off, but I actually really like that sculpt and can't wait to get it out and put it on there. And also Hobgoblin, I mean, both of his heads looks really cool. I mean, look at that fucking face, man. It looks really cool. And that one also, I'm really impressed with both of these figures, and I haven't even opened them yet. Well, there's the pictures on the side. Electro, Hobgoblin. What's over here? Electro and Hobgoblin. Okay. And what do they call these guys? The evil adversaries. Oh, damn, that sounds scary. Okay, what's the back look like? So, these two go together. They're the evil adversaries. Powered up and bent on revenge, these menacing villains are powerful opponents. Oh boy. There you can see their Photoshop looking pictures of the figures. And here's everybody else you can get. Peter Parker Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Electro, Silk, Spider-Bitch, and Hobgoblin. And there's the Space Venom you can build. Okay, let's open these guys up. Okay, there they are opened up. And look at these sons of bitches. I'm so happy with both of them. They're just ridiculously awesome looking supervillains. Hobgoblin, they did such an awesome job on him. And Electro, like I said, Electro is one of them characters I always liked his powers, but I hated it. Hated his costume, especially because of his goofy mask. But I don't know if it's just that I'm just more accepting of the ridiculousness of it, or if it's just, I don't know what it is. It just made this in a way that I love it. It just makes me think of him. This guy is nuts. He's got this crazy looking mask, and it just made it look evil. And I like it a lot. I'm very happy with this mask. This other head, though, they came with, I don't care about this head at all. This would be good for a custom or something, but I don't like it. I mean, it's done really well, but for Electro, no. I don't want this head. It's boring. This one just looks so ridiculously awesome. I love the way they did the black eyes, and then there's like the little white pupils in there. And then, of course, he's got his electric hands. These also came with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie Electro, which I got him here somewhere. Where is he at? There he is. He doesn't have his hands right now, but he came with the same damn hands. And I didn't like this design. I mean, he looked cool in the movie, I guess. But the figure, I don't think the figure looks very good at all. I think it's kind of a shitty figure. So, go away. But yeah, I really do like these electric hands. I actually use these for my Star Wars Black Series Emperor, because he shoots electricity out of his hands. I stuck them on him, painted the hand part white. Turned out pretty cool. The rest of his costume, that's kind of lame, I guess. I don't really care too much about the rest of the costume. It's just silly. This isn't the exact classic costume. It's a little different, because I think his legs are supposed to be green too in the classic costume. But that's okay. He's got the electric hands. He's got this awesome looking face. Or maybe I shouldn't say awesome, but ridiculously silly awesome face or something. I don't know. I like it. I like the face. I like the mask. It's awesome. I can't stop saying awesome. 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 And the hands. I love the electricity. The articulation is pretty damn good on him too. He's got pretty much the Spider-Man body from what I can tell. Super articulated. Double jointed knees. You can spin there to the thigh. Also go out like that. Kick out like that. Got the pivot down here. Also the hinge joint. Then you can spin up here at the waist. Also go like that. Then he's got this super shoulder articulation that usually is just on Spider-Man. And it can also spin there. And has a hinge joint. I can spin here too. double jointed elbows. And then it has a hinge joint at the wrist. It can spin also. Then there's a hinge up at the head, but it can also spin. So he is a super articulated figure. Usually that articulation is reserved for Spider-Man, but Electro's got it. And that's cool. I'm glad he's got it. I mean, look at these crazy poses you can put him in. I just think that's so cool. Look at that. That's awesome, man. I love it. And here is the Hobgoblin. Now, we got a Hobgoblin not that long ago. It was the Build-A-Figure Hobgoblin. Which was, I think that was the ultimate version, or I don't know, just a newer version. I didn't really like him as much. I mean, he's alright. He wasn't bad. I prefer the older version. Even though the older version is a little too similar to Green Goblin. He just kind of like swaps the green out with orange. And the face is a different color. But yeah, I don't know. I was attached to the older version of Hobgoblin. So that's just more what I'm used to. And I really like the face they did on this one. I mean, that is just an awesome face sculpt. You know, I love that. I love the eyes, the teeth, the nose. It just, even like the hood, the way they sculpted that, it just looks really cool. Love that face sculpt. And they sculpt like the, whatever you'd call that armor there, all over his legs and arms. So he did a nice job on that too. Very well done. And his cape, it's all shredded up. And the wrinkles in there that they did, they even shaded it a little bit. So I didn't even notice this yet. The little, I like the way this is all dangling off there. That looks really cool. Wrinkles all over his gloves, around his wrists. Looks awesome. So the pointed boots, even up into here, it just looks really cool. Did a really good job on this guy. I am really happy with him. I would say maybe the shininess of this paint is a little much for me, a little bit, just a little bit. Maybe if that was toned down a little bit, I'd be happier. But it's still pretty cool. And he comes with his glider, which seems a little small. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but it seems a little small. But it's got little devil horns up there. Looks like its mouth is open. So it's pretty plain, but it works. His feet fit in there, so that's good. I like it. It's just, I don't know. I'd like it to be a little bigger, maybe. Just a tiny bit bigger. He also comes with this translucent pumpkin bomb. Actually, I would think I would like maybe a little bit of paint on it. It just looks too plain without any paint. But it's still cool to have it be translucent, because then it kind of looks more like it's fiery. Oh, and I guess I didn't mention this little purse. It's a pouch, but it looks like a purse, because it kind of is an extra accessory that you could take off if you wanted. But it's detailed. It's got some, you can see the seams in it, the button, the buckle. They actually painted the metal parts. The buckle up here, seams going along the strap. So it's fairly detailed for just a little purse hanging off of him. Painted a buckle on his belt. So I don't know, I'm really happy with this figure. It's very well done, I'd say. And he also comes with an alternate head. This is kind of when, like, this is a mask he's wearing here, but at some point something happens and he kind of turns into a real goblin, and his face looks like this. So I'll pop that head on, you can see what it looks like on his body. So there he is with the real goblin head. It looks pretty cool. Like, normally I'd probably prefer this head, but they just did such an awesome job on this head. I think I like this one better. But this one's still cool. It's got the tongue sticking out, the big sharp teeth. They kind of blend together a little bit, I think, is a problem that I have with this. The eyes look pretty cool. They're all red, and they got the little yellow, like, I guess you call it like a reptile-like slit. He just looks more demon-like here. Eventually, I think he splits his soul or personality, or I forget how. It's been a while, but he splits in it, and then the Hobgoblin separates, and then there's Hobgoblin, and then Demo Goblin, which keeps this very demon-looking face. Hopefully they do a new Demo Goblin, because they made one for Marvel Legends a while ago. I guess it's more like, yeah, this is a Spider-Man Classics line, 6-inch figures. I didn't get that one. It bothered me for some reason. I don't know. So hopefully Marvel Legends will make their own version of it. That'd be pretty cool. But this is definitely a cool option that they added this in here, because both versions are pretty damn cool. But for this particular figure, I prefer this head. I just think it looks better, in my opinion. Now as for articulation, you can turn his head like that. You can look down and up. It is a little bit hindered by this cape, but not too bad. And at the shoulders, go up like that. Cape doesn't really interfere. A little tight there though. I think because of these scales it kind of makes it hard to turn it. Yeah, there we go. Spin there. Double jointed at the elbows. Spin at the wrist. Also as a hinge joint. Which is a lot more movement there than I thought there would be. Down the torso, you can go like that. At the hips, you can go like this. You can kick out like that. Spin here, just cut here. Double jointed knees. Spin right there. Ankle hinge there. And also this little pivot. So he's very well articulated, as the Black Series mostly are. Very happy this figure. Both of these, Electro and Hobgoblin. You can take that cape off if you want. But why would you want to? Maybe to stick it on somebody else for a custom or something, I don't know. But I just think it looks so cool. So awesome. He seems like he's a little hard to stand up, and I think because this rubber's kind of thick. Plastic, whatever. It kind of weighs him down. It's hard to get him to stand up. You almost have to get him in a pose where he's kind of leaning forward a little bit to get him to stand up. There we go. But that looks cool. They also come with these Space Venom parts. You got his head here, which if I didn't know this was supposed to be Venom, I'd be like, who is this supposed to be? Just so different looking from any Venom that I have seen before. Here's his leg, which I like that design. I like the way they got the white going down on there with the stripes. It looks pretty cool. So, can't wait to build this guy. I'm not very familiar with Space Venom. I just read that he's like part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's still Flash Thompson, I think. But I think he looks cool, so can't wait to build him. Now here's the Build-A-Figure Hobgoblin. He comes with the wings. He doesn't use a glider. He's got the wings and he's got the flaming sword. So that's pretty cool. It's got a different mask. But yeah, that's cool seeing the new version and the old version of the Hobgoblin. See, this face is probably a little closer to that face. Now this one's got the ears sticking out. So they're very different versions of the Hobgoblin, but I like them both. Here's an old Toy Biz Marvel Legends Green Goblin. And he's got this very curved glider. I think it's pretty cool. I like it a little bigger. And I still really like this figure. They're coming out with a new Hasbro Marvel Legends Green Goblin, I think in the next Spider-Man wave. And it'll probably be a little better in this one, but I really like the face on this one. The face on this one is awesome. And the way his hood trails back like that, I really like that. It looks really cool. You can see there's some things like this hand, kind of crappy. Around this crotch area, it's kind of eh. But overall, the figure's alright. And I think they still look pretty good to get together. Green Goblin and Hobgoblin. I am kind of excited about the new Green Goblin they're going to make. And here's another similar character, Jack-O-Lantern. He sometimes rides a glider. I guess recently he rides his broomstick, his flaming broomstick. He also throws pumpkin bombs, so he fits in with these characters. That's kind of cool though in a way that, I think I said it in the Jack-O-Lantern review, that you kind of making them all three different. He's got the wings, he's got the broomstick, he's got the glider. But then when you bring this one back, then you got another glider again. But whatever. I just like getting the different versions of them. There's all three of the different characters together. And there's the alternate Hobgoblin thrown in there too. There's Hobgoblin and Electro next to the other character I reviewed from this wave already, Spider Bitch. And I gotta show him next to Spider-Man. So there you go. And I guess I should show him off at least once with his head. One thing that bugs me about this head is it just reminds me of the Vulture. With the green and then the bald head and just the skinniness of his face. Like, this looks like the Vulture too much. I don't like it. There is a complaint I should mention. Hobgoblin does not hold his pumpkin bomb very well. You almost gotta make his hand flat like that and just kind of set it on top. He doesn't really want to hold on to it very well. He has sort of rubbery hands, but he just doesn't want to stay in there. So I'm pretty happy with both of these figures. I really like them a lot. I think Electro is awesome, a character that I never really cared too much about, but especially with this goofy mask, but I really like it now. Just the way they sculpted it, I think it looks cool. And he came with these awesome electric hands. It came with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electro, but I don't blame them for reusing them because they're pretty damn cool. He also has this alternate head. If you just find that head just too ridiculous, you can stick this one on. I just don't really like this one. I think it's too boring. And then Hobgoblin's pretty damn awesome. This is more of his classic look that looks a lot like Green Goblin. But, I don't know, I really like getting a figure of it. And I think the face is really well done. The whole head, the hood and everything. And you also get this one, which is also done really well. I think the teeth could have been done better. But this one's still pretty cool. His cape is a little bit heavy. Makes him want to fall back. You have to lean him forward. Even when he's on the glider, you gotta kind of lean him forward, he'll fall back. But his scales on his suit are really nice. All the details around his feet, hands, wrists, hood, they're all really well done. The glider's a little plain, but overall I'd say both figures are done really well. I'm really happy with them. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese. Thanks for watching and goodbye. And now, young Peter Parker, you will die. Thanks, Father.
Shut the hell up, Spider-Man. I'm not your father. I just really don't like that guy. It's weird. It's freaking weirdo, man. See you. I'll kill you some other time.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh.